Alright guys, about 3-4 months ago during the winter I made a video about a cache of black powder rifles and that someone I know has, and I took a look at them, and unfortunately most of them were in unserviceable condition. So when I returned those to him, I went back and against my better judgment, I told him I would look at some other things that he had. Okay. One thing we got here, one of these Spanish-made Dicker Spanish 45 caliber Kentucky rifle. Any of you guys in the black powder are familiar with this thing. So this here is not in terrible shape. I can get a jag down the bore without it catching on anything. There's some rust, and when you look down you get little dust bunnies from the patch. So it isn't 100%, but I may go out and fire this. This may be something usable, salvageable, you know. And also I have a kit which I'll show you last. Like this, that's another unusual. This here, unfortunately, another one. See, he got these at an auction, and on the outside, these firearms are in nice shape. Thompson Center, Hawkins style gun, 54 caliber. And I mean, it's a nice shape, complete, but when I run the jag down, there's spots to where you can feel the corrosion, and it hangs up and it sticks. So, you know, I'm going to say this is borderline. I'm not going to shoot this, but unfortunately, this gun is in nice shape. Something like this, Gunsmith Special, I think we can discuss that, but it's something for thought, you know, if interested. And another thing, you guys that were in with the first video know how to reach me. So that's something that, but salvaging, we have one Connecticut Valley Arms 54 Hawken, you know, patch box, all that other stuff. This one is good. I run the jag down the bore, it's smooth, okay, don't hang up. It's in good shape, and actually when you shine a bore light you can see all the way down to the bore itself. So this one I will take out and shoot, and again, out of that whole pile of stuff, this is like the second one that is shootable and halfway decent shape. So 54. And also I'll cover some of the other stuff. Now, pistols. I think it's a Pieta. Yeah. Pieta 1860. It looks to be new, but I ain't gonna say that. It got battered a little here with the wedge, and a little bit of play in it. I don't know if that's normal. When it's locked up, it's still there. So I don't know if somebody shaved it. I tried changing out the wedge with a different wedge. This correct wedge is in there. But, you know, we got this one. This is, he's got a bunch of these, and this is the only steel framed one he has. So, you know, send an email. He has, now this is a 1851 in 44 caliber with a brass frame. This is brand new. It still has the factory oil on it. And this one's in good shape. You know. And there's more of these. There's one with a spare cylinder and in a box. I didn't get it. And some others. But see, I never, well, we all know brass frames. The only way these things will last is if you load them real light and go easy on them. Eventually, they'll shoot to where they're, you know, if you shoot to full charges, they wear out. But this one, mint condition, you know, and like I said, I'll talk to my subscribers first before, you know, it goes out, because it saves me the time and hassle. And, you know, we can work something out. So, and I have some parts, and I'll show you some other stuff. Okay, and this is a kit made by Mukuru in Japan. So this thing's 50 years old, this kit. And I don't know where he got it, but it's there. I believe all the parts are in there. Okay, it does look like it. This is a brand new kit. It's been kind of partially worked on. I tried seeing if the barrel would fit into the stock. I still think it needs some work. Comes in the box, all the original papers, and this particular one, where it's different than this Spanish one, is it does have that wide brass band on there, but the same type of system mounts it together. So basically it's an older version of this, but we got that. And then I guess the Connecticut Valley, I have a parts kit, which basically everything is here except the barrel, the front sight, one of the brass bands, and that's about it. And I don't know if somebody's monkeyed with the lock or that, but all the screws and things. So this is a parts kit for Connecticut Valley hawking. This is in the mix too. Alright, we have an assortment of some decrepit stuff here. These boxes are marked 54 caliber sabots, but they're actually 50s. I've checked them with my calipers. The little plastic bottom is under a ½ inch. I don't have a 50 caliber to check it, but from what I can tell, that's what it is. And we have one. Let's see, some may be missing one or not. So this stuff here in 50 cal sabots. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boxes. There may be some missing. I have the actual couple bags of the sabots for 50 caliber. And it's commercially packaged. And now when we get into the Great Plains bullets, some of these are sealed still. But there's an issue with this in all calibers. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes of that. One of Buffalo bullets that's sealed. And this Thompson Center 50 cal. You can see over time the lube solidified, melted, and God, they're stuck in there. Yeah, I don't know. You can re-lube them, but that's an idea what you got in these here. And this here, same thing. I don't know where they were stored. The lube's kind of dried up and fell out. But they're still decent bullets. You can re-pan lube them or something. You know, these are Thompson Centers. You got Buffalo Bullet Company. That's what I got in 50 cal right here. All of this. And you know, if something you guys can use, or somebody's into using them in an inline rifle, you know, the lead bullets, send me an email. Okay, so that's the 50 cal. And there's a lot of them. Okay, 54 caliber. I had some, and again, this is what we got. This stuff's set around. Oof. All right, here I can get this one out. You got these here. Need to be relubed. They're in real crappy condition. I don't know what to do with these. Same with the ones in the Hornady box. Same condition. You know, I can get one of these out of there. They got to be relubed. The lube dry and fell off. So I got like 3 of these in the 54, and I'm going to the 54. I have round balls, a bunch of them, you know, Hornadays, nice ones stamped out. If that's something somebody's interested, get a hold of me and I'll tell you what I have. And then I had 3 of these 45 caliber sabots. They look like they're made up, or I don't know if these are, no, the other ones I think are sealed. So this is actually a Hornady. Let me check that. But I got 3 boxes of these. Yeah, they're all jumbled up in there, but these 2 are still sealed. So, you know, that's what I'm dealing with. Some of this, a lot of this, I may end up taking back to them and telling them just to eat it. But you know, we're willing to negotiate. You know, because this stuff is in piss poor condition and screwed up. So that's some of it. You know, and like I said, if interested, you fellas know how to contact me. Go before 9 ammo at gmail.com, and we can discuss it. Alright, thanks guys, and hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned.